Hello, everyone, and welcome to Monday, and welcome to what will be a very special celebratory dinner. We are having dinner tonight with Alex and Haley, and more importantly, Dan, not because Dan is inherently more important than Alex and Haley, but Dan is the man of the hour. We are celebrating the conclusion of the Pokémon series on YouTube, which actually at this point ended, I think, like maybe a week ago, but I was sick. I got a Pokemon shirt on. I've got my Magikarp shirt on. I don't know how well you can see it in this because it's a little dark. Mouse got a shirt on too. We celebrated when Dan finished Breath of the Wild because that was a big accomplishment, but also, the Pokemon series on YouTube was a big accomplishment as well, just because it's been going on for a while. It's been on the channel a long time. It's been a lot of work on Dan's part. And then, it was also just a lot of work inherently because it was a very different series. I know that, the format didn't jive with everyone, and I understand that. And I don't feel too bad about it because, the full thing was available on the VOD channel, so people could kind of pick their flavor. But, doing a highlight series like that for an entire game was very, very different. It was a lot of work, and Dan was honestly just very happy to finish it up. And he told me, he's like, when you're better, I want to go out and celebrate this. And I was like, you got it, buddy. So now that I'm feeling better, the five of us are going to go out and do that tonight. Josh and Brandon are currently out of town. Otherwise, they would be with us too. But yeah, should be a fun time. We're going to go get some Mexican food. Don't forget. Dan,
yeah,
you did it.
I did.
You beat Pokemon.
Well, no, you.
Yeah, but you beat us beating Pokemon. You did the. Anyway, it's fine. What'd you get?
I got what is it, Haley? I forgot already.
Tacos al pastor.
Yeah.
The classic.
Haley and I got the sushi.
Oh, okay. And you got chimichanga. I almost ordered that, but then I saw you would, so I figured I could get a bite of yours.
We'll think about it.
Okay, that's nice. I did enchiladas instead, which looked very good. I didn't know what you got. What is that?
This is molcajete.
And what is that?
Stuff.
How is it different from fajitas, I guess? Because when I look at that and you get a tortilla, I think fajitas.
Well, it's got a pepper.
Oh, okay.
It's got this onion. It's got this cheese.
That's different. That's never a thing for fajitas. Okay.
It's the way that it's marinated or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Listen, last time we ate at a Mexican restaurant on the vlog, there were very nice comments about Alex ate pozole. It's really great. Alex ate an authentic Mexican thing. And I was like, yeah, that is really cool. Mexican cuisine is so varied and diverse and wonderful. But I don't actually know anything about it. I watch there's this Mexican chef who passed away a few years ago. His name was Yuri de Gortari. He was this man with a very big mustache.
Very big.
And he made cooking videos. He ran a culinary school in Mexico and made all these videos on YouTube about how to cook all these traditional Mexican things. They were very interesting. I love watching them. But my Spanish isn't that great, so I was mostly just looking at the food and being like, yeah, that's what that is.
Well, I always enjoy seeing what you're going to order when we're at a place like this, because it's usually not something that I would even think about.
Sometimes I love me a good enchilada.
Yeah. Well, if you want one, I've got 4. You're running.
Yep.
Mal is going to be finishing up Pikmin 2 tonight. She only has to fight the final boss. What's been your opinion?
It has not been as good as 3. In fact, I would rank them 3, 1, 2 is my ranking for Pikmin. This is harder than I remember. Mm-hmm. And it's it's a nice challenge, but also it's just really hard, and some of it's just not enjoyable.
Yeah, it sounds right. There's elements about Pikmin 2 that I do really like.
Yeah.
I actually really like. I don't like how most of the game takes place underground, but I do like that there's so much of the game that is randomized because of
It's
the
different.
of the 3 games, it really gives like people that are really big into Pikmin, it gives them something to come back to, that it's always like an interesting challenge.
Yeah.
You know, like what's going to happen. And I think that's really cool. However, it is very hard. Anyway, we had a great night with Alex and Haley and Dan, having dinner with them. And, again, congrats to Dan for tackling Pokemon over the last year. I don't know what our next big project will be, although I guess I can say with some certainty that we will be playing Breath of the Wild 2 next year.
Tears of the Kingdom?
Yeah, I got to stop calling it Breath of the Wild 2. Even though it is in our hearts Breath of the Wild 2, it does have a name now, and it's Tears of the Kingdom. Or The Legend of Zelda TikTok. It's kind of what it looks like to me. Oh, you got snatched.
I did, and this is a level where the exit is covered, so I have to fight my way to it. Or maybe take 1 Pikmin? Oh, for real?
Oh.
Of course.
Oh.
Get up.
Run! You're doing great. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that, you got a chance to enjoy Pokemon as well, whether it was on YouTube in the highlights format or on the VOD channel, or if, maybe you were, one of the many folks who joined us live for a lot of the year. I hope you had fun. It was a fun project for us, and importantly, it was a very complicated project for us to do on Twitch, but it was, I'm glad that we did it. I am. And I'm sure that we'll come up with more interesting things that we can do and bring them to both a live and an on-demand environment in the future. Okay, that's it. Also, one last thing. I just wanted to mention I got great sleep last night.
Good.
It's one of the things that this thing will do is, it'll tell you if you got the good sleep. And I did. I felt like I got good sleep, and then the watch was like, oh, dude, you did a good job. And I was like, oh, good. Well, I went to bed on time, and I was in my own bed, and I didn't have any distractions, and everything was, right. It felt good. So I'm hoping for another one of those nights tonight. Fingers crossed. All right, I'm done for real. Thanks for watching. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?